You know what I like most? Upsells. Upsells, I love them. Like, I cannot get enough of them. So upsell is when you sell something and then you sell something more expensive to the same customer. And the reason why those work so well is because you only have to uh, spend money on advertising to bring them to buy one product, and while they're here you sell them another one and another one and another one. So you only spend, let's say $1 in advertisement to bring them here, and then if you stop selling the second and third and fourth product, you will have to spend more money to bring them again. But this way you just have to bring them once and they'll sell them multiple products at once. And I love them so much they actually got me the job at Hilton because my manager appreciated how much I love those. But like yesterday I went to a nightclub and I was looking at like the VIP sections, how there are like three sections of VIP. Like, first, like, difference between normal table and let's call it the VIP is that you pay for the seating, right? The second option of seating, you can sit but you don't have to. And then the second one is you pay for the privacy. So it's like, in the corner you're alone, there's like a walls, so it's like only your group. And the third one is you pay for the space because it's really 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 crowded. And then if you're like in the third VIP section, then you like get a big booth and like a dance floor and whatever, and but you have to pay for all of that. Not like literally, but you have to like buy X amount of alcohol, you have to spend X amount of money that night to lock in the reservation. And that was really interesting for me. But today I was thinking about airplanes. Like, what do you pay in an airplane for? So there's like 4 or 5 tiers classes in the airplane, and I'm a little bit weird like that. I don't like just walk. I look around and I observe, and because I love these things, like I look everything from this perspective. And I actually measured the difference between like the lowest class chair seat, not the chair but the seat, and the second lowest class seat. And the difference is like this. So this is how much your seat is bigger. And yes, airplanes are really really tight, and I could use some room, for like breathing and stretch. Not even stretching, like just give me enough room to sit comfortably. Like, I don't wanna, hold all my bags and stuff on me. That's probably my problem because I carry a lot of stuff with me. But uh and the difference is like $1,000. Like this one costs $200 and this one costs $1,200. And I'm like, for what? Like, literally for what? To be allowed to board the plane 5 minutes earlier? Like, are you that impatient? It's not like you will, have an advantage or you will save up time or something like that, because like the plane has to wait for me and the other guys who will come, have the opportunity to board the plane later. And then when you go, up the tier, like the highest one costs like $10,000, something like that. I'm like, for what? You like, okay, I understand. Like, you get to sleep, let's say, in a bed. Like, is that comfortable? Is that big? You have your privacy, you have your own thing and stuff like that. But I'm like, is it really worth that much money? Like, come on, like, what are we paying for? But like, I understand what's like, that's how airlines make money. And then the like economy, like the E class, it's just to make sure that the plane is full, so not to make money. So that was funny actually for me, that I realized that more than 100 people are just there to be there, not to make money, you know, like they're not important, they're not worth it enough to be considered, you know, like airplanes are not making money off people, you know, economy people are just there to be there to fill up the space. So that was extremely funny for me. But like, what are you paying for? Come on, like airlines, really? Like, what are we paying for over there? Well, I probably wanna, like, if you're traveling 3 or 4 times, like I had a 4 day trip. I was like, you know what's a bar hopping? Well, I did a train hopping. So I was like, one train after another train after not train, plane, one plane, other plane, second plane. So I had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I had 5 flights in a row without like having any breaks or whatever. So it took me 4 days or 3 days and 5 uh, plane rides. So in that case, I would probably pay a little bit extra, you know, to make sure that I'm not that, you know, like it's not that crowded, that I can, you know, sleep like a normal person and be rested. Like if you have a business meeting or a conference, or you're like a public speaker or something like that, then I understand that you want to pay extra so you can ensure that you rest and get energized. But on the other side, just get there one day earlier, book a hotel and sleep in a hotel room. It's just probably gonna cost you less that way. But if you're super busy, and you probably are, then I understand why you're doing so. But right now, from this perspective, I cannot, you know, I cannot justify me spending that much money for a seat this bigger. And so I don't know how, you know, like how comfortable it is, like the difference in the seating, because I never sat in there and I didn't have time to experiment with those. But I definitely will this year, so I'll definitely make a video on that later, like, hey, I just got my first business class or first class flight, so I'll probably talk about that then. But for now, that's what I have to talk about. Yeah, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.